Hey guys, so I'm reading this book right now called The Dawn of Yangchen by F.C. Yi in the Chronicles of the Avatar series. It's part of the universe of the Avatar: The Last Airbender, um, and it's a really good book. I would recommend it. I'm not sponsored by them or anything, but I thought I'd summarize a couple chapters for you. So today I'm going to be summarizing the prologue, Voices of the Past. So this book is about Avatar Yangchen, who's on the cover right there. And when she was a little girl, and over the years as well, she would experience visions or experience the memories of previous avatars. So if you're familiar with the Avatar universe, the Avatar is somebody who can bend or control all four elements: fire, water, earth, air, and they get reincarnated once they die. So Avatar Yangchen is one of the avatars who was reincarnated from a previous avatar, and there's a whole line of avatars. Uh, so in this book, we learn that she gets to experience uh, out of her control memories from past avatars. So the prologue starts when she's experiencing a really particularly bad memory of somebody named Messos. So there's a girl, a Western air nomad girl, who hears this, and there's a lot of monks and nuns in the area. So Jetsun, the Western air nomad girl that we see, who's later found out to be Yangchen's older sister, pretty much, runs over to the library, and the librarian Tsering, and they find out who they think Messos could be, because there's no guarantee that they could find the right Messos. Could be a pretty common name, and because they have to look back through history, they're not sure when this Messos could have lived. There could be a lot of options and stuff, but they find a particular book by a particular Messos who they think could be the Messos that Yangchen is thinking about right now. So then Jetsun takes the book and runs all the way back. She jumps between temples because she's an airbender and runs over to Yangchen's room. And all the monks and nuns around Avatar Yangchen kind of give her space, and she starts reading. And as she starts reading, turns out that the book that she grabbed is about floodplain management and so on. But the person who wrote it, somebody called Messos, was actually the right Messos. They happened to have the right book, and so Avatar Yangchen stopped screaming and yelling and crying, and she kind of snapped into the mode of being the previous avatar, who we find out in this chapter is somebody called Avatar Gun, or Avatar Gun. And so she kind of becomes Avatar Gun for a moment and talks to Messos. So all Jetsun can really do is keep reading about floodplain management, and eventually Avatar Yangchen she fades away out of her old memory, and she stops crying and she stops feeling bad through Avatar Gun's memories. And eventually Tsering comes over, talks to Jetsun, and they learn that Avatar Gun was a previous avatar who, as it says in the book, failed to stop a tsunami from wiping out a town. And obviously this is a bit of a strange statement. Even fighting against a tsunami is a pretty worthy cause, as Jetsun says herself. So Jetsun learns eventually that Avatar Gun, or she thinks eventually that Avatar Gun might have been the one to request the word fail to be put into the history books. So she thinks about that, and then she realizes that if Avatar Yangchen is actually going through the memory of failing to fight against a tsunami, that this Messos person that she was crying about could have been a friend that Avatar Gun lost in that life, in that tsunami. So that would explain why Avatar Yangchen was crying and feeling so bad. But anyway, they finish reading the book, and Jetsun and Tsering think at the end, what are they going to do with the girl, pretty much. So that's the prologue to The Dawn of Yangchen by F.C. Yi. I'd highly recommend the book again.